You have been handling your pain wrong your entire life. Every setback, every loss, every unfair thing that ever happened to you gave you two options: fight it or accept it. Fight what cannot be changed, and you suffer forever. Accept it, and you merely tolerate a life you never wanted. But there is a third option, the most extreme move in all of Stoic philosophy, discovered 2,000 years ago, and later given a name that stuck: AMOR FATI. Love your fate, not tolerate it, not make peace with it. Love it, all of it. The failures, the losses, the life you did not choose. That sounds impossible right now. But in the next few minutes, it will sound like the only move that makes sense. Because this single shift is the difference between people who are crushed by their past and people who are built by it. No fluff. Here is how it works. Start with the truth about your situation. You did not choose your parents. You did not choose your body. You did not choose your brain. You did not choose your country. You did not choose your starting line. You did not choose the betrayals, the losses, the bad timing, the doors that closed before you ever reached them. Nobody consulted you on any of it. And your response, the response you were never taught to question, has been war. A quiet, constant, exhausting war against what already is. Its battle cry is one sentence: this should not have happened. Understand the problem with that sentence. It is an argument with reality, and reality is undefeated. It has never lost a single match in the history of the universe, and it will not lose to your resentment. Meanwhile, count the price you are paying. The event happened once. You have replayed it 1,000 times. The world hurt you on one day, and you have continued the sentence every day since, in your own head, in your own voice. The first injury was fate's. Every replay after that is self-inflicted. That is the war you are losing, not against your past, against your refusal of it. There is a way out, but it is not the one you have been sold. Every human being answers an unchosen life in one of three ways. Response 1: resentment. You appoint yourself the victim of your biography. Life owes you a refund, and you spend years standing at the complaints desk, waiting. The posture feels justified. It may even be justified. And it costs you everything, because a victim's power is always located in someone else's hands. Response 2: resignation. It is what it is. You lower the flag, you go numb, and you tolerate. Better than war. At least the bleeding stops. But tolerance is a gray life. You are no longer fighting your fate. You are just enduring it. Then there is the third response, the extreme one. The Stoics practiced it daily. Nietzsche later called it the formula for human greatness. AMOR FATI. And here is what it actually demands. Treat everything that has ever happened to you as if you had chosen it. Not because it was good, not because it did not hurt, but because it is yours. The only raw material you will ever be issued. And masters are never defined by their materials. They are defined by what they build with them. Here is the logic that makes love, not acceptance, the correct word. Marcus Aurelius kept one image close. A weak fire is smothered by what falls into it. A strong fire converts everything thrown at it into flame and light. Wood, junk, obstacles, same events, opposite outcome. The difference is not the event. The difference is the fire. AMOR FATI is the decision to be the strong fire. To meet every event, past and present, with one demand: you will be used. And the proof this works is already hidden inside your own history. Take an inventory of your best qualities and trace their origins. The discipline, forged in chaos. The empathy, carved by being hurt. The strength, built by carrying weight nobody helped you lift. The hunger, lit by every person who underestimated you. Your finest parts were manufactured by your worst days, which exposes the trap in wishing your past away. You cannot delete the event and keep what it built. The past is a package deal. Remove the pain and the strength it forged vanishes with it. Remove the failure and the wisdom goes too. The person listening to this right now, this exact person with this exact depth, was produced by that exact life. Erase the life you did not choose, and you erase you. Now destroy the misunderstanding before it forms. AMOR FATI is not toxic positivity. You do not call evil good. You do not pretend it did not hurt. You do not send thank you notes to the people who wronged you. What happened to you may have been genuinely unjust, and loving your fate does not require telling a single lie about that. Here is the distinction that makes it work. The event and the use are two different things. The event may be unjust. The use is still yours. Fate controlled what happened. Fate does not control what it becomes. That conversion from wound to material happens in your jurisdiction, and yours alone. And one more boundary. AMOR FATI faces backward, at what is already written. It is not passivity about the future. What is done is fate. What is next is fight. You love what happened precisely so you can stop bleeding energy into the unchangeable and pour all of it into what is still open. Loving your fate is not surrender. It is how you stop paying twice. Now look directly at the thing you have been avoiding, the past itself. Notice its one merciful property. It is finished, completely. The past is the only part of your life with zero volatility. Nothing can happen to it anymore. It cannot get worse. It cannot ambush you. Every threat it ever carried has already been executed, and you are still here. Read your own record. So far, you have survived every single one of your worst days. Regret refuses to read that record. Regret keeps paying interest daily on a debt that can never be collected differently, if only as a door painted on a wall. You can stand in front of it for the rest of your life. It will never open. So conduct the final audit. Every unchosen event is now a load-bearing wall in the person you have become. The moves you would take back built your judgment. The years that felt wasted built your urgency. The people who left built your standards. You are not standing here despite that life. You are standing here because of it, made of it. That is not a consolation. That is an asset list. Time to start managing it like one. Here is how you install AMOR FATI. 3 steps, a few minutes a day. Step 1, the conversion sentence. Take your heaviest event, the one you would erase first. Complete this sentence in writing. This happened, and because of it, I became blank. Not, it was good. Never that. Write what it built, what it taught, what it hardened, what it opened. 1 honest sentence per wound. This is how a wound becomes property you already paid for. Step 2, close the courtroom. All day long you prosecute a case that ended years ago. The evidence is always the same. Should have. If only. Why me? Catch those phrases the moment they appear, and answer with 4 words. This is my material. Say it, then pivot to use. The verdict is final. The appeal is denied. The building is closed. Step 3, choose the day in advance. Every morning write 1 line before the world touches you. Whatever today brings, I will use. Because the day will not obey your plan. It never has. Decide in advance that every deviation is a delivery. That is the system. Convert the past. Close the courtroom. Pre-accept the day. Run it long enough and something strange happens. Something you will not believe until it does. Somewhere along the way, quietly, without ceremony, the resentment runs out of fuel, and in its place something impossible appears. Gratitude. Not for the pain. Never for the pain. Gratitude for the person the pain manufactured. Your scars stop being evidence against life and become the architecture of you. And then you see the whole picture. The life you did not choose was never your enemy. It was your assignment. Every person alive is dealt an unchosen hand. Every single one. No exceptions. The people you admire are not the ones who got better cards. They are the ones who decided the cards were exactly what they needed and played like it. Everything that ever happened to you is now sitting in your workshop. Raw material, with your name on it, waiting. So here is your command. Tonight, not someday. Take the one event you resent the most. Write the sentence. This happened, and because of it, I became blank. 1 sentence. That is the first act of loving your fate, because you did not choose this life, but it is yours, all of it. And what it becomes from this moment forward, that part was always yours to choose. AMOR FATI.